Right, good morning everyone. Now, after yesterday's flower, made from a scarf, I raided my scarf, my scarves, and I found this particular one. Again, it is a chiffon. I've never worn it. I don't even know, I've had it years, I don't remember where I got it from. And it's just pink and cream, and I've never wore it, so I thought, you know what, I'm sick of it, hanging there doing nothing, I'm going to put it to good use. And so what I've done is I've cut it, and I've only cut it into strips. I've folded the strips over and just sewn the strips in a straight line. And what I did, that's the first one. And then I thought, well, that's pretty. That can go on a project somewhere, headband, whatever. And then I thought, what else can I do with it? So at the moment, I'm going to do a flower I've done many times. And that is to sew them and not have them too tight. And you do so many, like that. And they get tighter as you go down towards the bud. So now this is a central one. And I might not need all of them. I'm just going to roll it round. So you just wrap it round itself to get the bud going. Like that. Just keep going. Keep going and wrapping it round itself. And then here, you just stitch it away. So you, and go in and out. Oops. When you've wrapped it, you want to go all the way around. See? So just turn it and stitch it. Turn it and stitch that. And that just stitches all that together. And that's your central section. Now, I didn't have to do them as, because each piece is the width of the scarf. So I didn't have to do this one that wide. I could have done this in half. Now I'm going to wrap that a little bit more. Like that. And then I'm just going to stitch that bit in. Bring that up the petal, up the bud should I say, and then we're just going to stitch that one off, and that will do me. Now the glue gun's on, and what I'm going to do now, oops, I'll put my needle away so I don't lose it. So I've got that, and now what I'm going to do is I have done some little bit looser, so it's gone like that. If you see the size, it's that. Bud, looser, and then done it till we've got a good section what we can craft with. So again, I'm just going to make sure this is all the same way. Now remember, this is chiffon. So I can take my lighter and burnish all them bits off. Now what I want to do is to make sure, that's it, all the petals are facing, petals, it's one continuous petal, it's facing the same way. And then I glue that from tip to toe. Take the bud and where it's the lowest, add to that. And then wrap that around that flower. Like that, and push that in. Wow, look at that. Now you could leave it like that if you wanted to, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do exactly the same with this piece. See, that's tucked out, so you have to make sure you've got it just right. Like that. And again, we're going to pop that just there. Like that. And wrap that around. These are so easy to make, but they are stunning. Now, if you haven't got a scarf, or you have a little bit of fabric, you just do it with that. It's so easy. Just pull that down a little bit over there, and that fastens that in. Oh, gorgeous. Yeah, okay. So next bit is we put one on here. Remember, it's half on, half off. Yeah. You know, if you've got an old petticoat of your nan's, or most people won't even know what a petticoat is, will they? It's an undergarment that you wore under your dress, just in case you didn't know, because there will be people who don't know. Like an underskirt. We used to call them petticoats when I was growing up. Okay, so now what we're going to do is to put that half on and half off. Pick that up there and wrap that around. Oh, now I could stop there, but I've only got one more left and I have to put it on. I have to. I'm just going to pin this one down like that. I could just stop there, couldn't I? Let me just sit. Now I've got to put it on. So yeah, go into your charity shops, search out, although this wasn't from a charity shop, I think this one I bought on the market, Leeds Market, you know, but yeah, go and search them out. Chiffon or organza, that's another one you can look for. Half on and half off. Right, let's just check. Oh, you've got to be careful, got to get it right. That's more or less gone round the whole flower, which is good. Yeah, oh, that's just gorgeous. I'm just going to squeeze mine in. And then just burnish some of the ends. I've just noticed something. Now if I attempt this and it goes wrong, I can make this flower again, but I'm going to do something. I'm going to try something. Let me just see. Do I spoil it? I don't think it will spoil. We'll see. I'll do it on the outside. No, it's not spoiling. But I do like it. Because look. It's singeing that a little bit. And it's pulling it in like a proper petal. Oh wow, yes, definitely. Oh yes. Should have done a before and after picture, shouldn't I? Well, hang on. I've just took a picture on this side. But yeah, even though it's folded material, I just wanted to see what would happen because I know it's chiffon. And chiffon will let you burnish it if you're careful. Could do with a long lighter because it burns your bloody fingers. So I'm going to pull that back to do this in the centre. Oh, it's gorgeous. Now it's more lifelike. Now that does look like an English rose. You see, I'll always find a technique to do something. Oh, that is just beautiful. So we can do a single row, more than a single row, excuse me. But you know what? I'm going to do another one. We'll do a different flower. So I'm just going to move them to one side. I haven't put the feathers on, actually I've got it in mind. I can use feather with that one, but I haven't put them on yet. So again, let's just cut this, and again I want to double it over. So in these scarves you get about three or four flowers out. Which is good. You know, if you go to car boots yourself to sell, or you go to these fairs and that, take some of these with you. They'll sell. We'll just do 4 for now, because I don't think I need any more than 4. And what I'm going to do with these is you just open them up like that. Take your needle and thread. Like I say, I just folded mine in half. And started to do a straight line. Sorry, I'm miles away because I'm thinking about what I'm doing and I can't talk at the same time. So yeah, let's get this right. They don't need to be perfectly together, as long as you've got them at the edges as near as possible. You know, it's chiffon, it moves about. You have to be careful with chiffon. Okay, so we've got that. Now, hang on. How much have I done? Okay, right. So I've got that, and then I'm going to twist the flower. That's right, I'm going to twist it. A couple of stitches in the twist. And then carry on stitching. Like that. So you've done like a petal. Like that. Not quite there with the gathering. See, you've got that, and you've twisted it. So a couple more stitches and then twist again. So you probably get 3 kind of petals. So I've got that. Now I'm going to twist it again. Take your thread underneath because you've twisted it. And you're going to do that again. 2 stitches there. So we've gone so far, twisted 2 stitches. So far, twisted 2 stitches. And now we're finished to the end. So you're getting 3 petals out of this, which I think is about 12 inches wide. But you can do this with fabrics easily. I haven't seen anybody do this. This is just what's in my head. Of course, if somebody could get in my head, come back out, write a book, be a bestseller. It's crap that goes off in my noggins, it would. Right, so we've got 3 like that. Yeah, and they'd sit underneath each other like that. Okay. So we're just going to stitch that off. See, it's one sat over the other like that. And then let's fasten our thread back up. And I just thought, so we need to then roll, and you need to put that over there, then roll again over the twist, and like that. Very similar. Turn it round. That'll do for that. That's kind. Now I could leave that like that, and then if I wanted to, you know, I could do the leaves. Oh, actually, I'm going to do that. Sorry, I have to do what I see. Now I've made my leaves, which I've shown you how to do. I'm going to choose, not that one, it's a bit, these 3 will do. See? So I'm just going to do that. Sorry, this is how I work when I'm concentrating on my own and nobody's watching. When I'm not doing a video purposely for this. So I'm going to just do a slight stitch in here, just to gather it up a little bit. Like that. You've seen me do these leaves, I've shown you many times. So that's not something I'm going to do on this video. Like that. Just stitch that on. And our last leaf. I wanted to see which or what type of flowers I can get out of this scarf, just to show you. You know, they're just the same strips I'm cutting, and what you can do. So I'm just going to glue that. I'm going to put a flower, a leaf there. Excuse me. Now you can do the, you know, like the bud style that I've shown you before, where it goes all the way around. On there. And one there. So this can be, you know, when you're making different flowers and that. So that can be made, and then what I do with this one, so I'm just sharing this with you. I'm going to use some of these. Not many, about 6 of them. Just twist them, glue them together. There's so many different flowers you can make out of one particular flower, petal, fabric. So let's just have a look at this. I'm just going to poke this one in there like that. Oh, look. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, I think what I can do is to bend the leaves back, and then we'll do it that way. Like that. So it gives it a little bit more dimension. Now, that's pretty. And if I want it to hold a little bit tighter, you just put a dot of glue here and there. Like that. And just squeeze that together. Like that. That's gorgeous. You know, I mean, these are the same fabrics, but with different flowers. That's what you've got to do, is you have to open up your mind. People just think, oh, well, we'll just that flower, that flower, that flower. No, you can do lots of different flowers, but using the same fabrics. You know? There's just so many different ways to use a fabric. And I'm going to continue while the camera's lasting. You've got to make use of it. So, we'll put them there so you can see. But I also want you to watch what I'm doing. Right, so let's see what we can do with that again. No, I'll move them out of the way to one side. So again, let's have a look. Now, what about if I double this like that? Yeah, we're going to try it that way. So, folded it in half, lengthways, and then folded it in half again. So we're actually doubling this. Now all I have to make sure is that those ends, this folded section is roughly the same. I'm just going to hold that best I can in my hands. I can see through the fabric whether I'm picking up all of them. Like that. Now I'm going to do a tight pull on this. I think. Yeah. Right. Now, I have to see it, you see. I'll tie that one off. Okay, we'll do a couple of those, I think. But, see, I'm looking at that. And I want to do something before it actually goes on. So what I'm going to do is snip. See, like that. Leave that like that. I'm going to do another one of those. I think I only need 2 of them. So again, we take hold of this. Now, what I'm going to do is put this flower together. So, I'm just going to fold this in half, like that. I'm going to get my finger dobber. And then I'm going to wrap this one around that one. No, don't, come on, done. See, I've pulled it tight. I want that one. I don't want the same colour. There. We'll do that. Let's pull those two together. Oh, look at that one. Now, depending on what this looks like when it's done, will depend on whether I put the next one on. But I like that as is. It's a nice size. Let's see what happens. Now, let me see. Do you know what? I need to put some of those in the middle. That's what's missing. So I'm just going to get a bunch of them, because I think that flower and this one could go together. Like that, and I'm just going to twist them into place. Like that. Now, hang on, so it needs to be in there like that. Right, I can see what I need to do now. I don't want to lose the sight that I've got them in there. That's it. Like I say, if there's anything that's not, that's it, that's better. Yes. Hang on, because I do need this, I think. I could leave that like that is. I am debating whether to do that. I actually am. So, I've got some fabric here. So I'm going to do some long leaves, and I need 3. This is the silk taffeta. We do have it in the shop, I have to say. I'm going to cut them into a long leaf. Like that. Turn that over and just keep going until it's matching. There we go. Yeah. And again, do this. Somebody asked earlier if I did individual petals and did the same technique when I burnished them. So we burnish them first. Like that. And then you just touch it and do that. And I've sat and done hundreds of petals like this before today, and they take hours. Okay, so I'm just going to fold that in half. Open it up and we just fold that there again. Let's do the same that side. It's just a quick way of doing your leaf. Like that. Never mind this, we'll cut this off at the bottom if we need to. So all I'm going to do with mine is to fold mine in half like that. That'll do. Take my my tweezers. And just burnish those together. Like that. And we pop that on there like that. Now, yeah, I could do them shorter if I wanted to. We'll see. I can always take them off and redo them. I've only done one line of glue. Like that. So pretty. Yeah. Just love it. Look at that. So we've got that one. That one. One very similar. A rolled one. And that one. And that was rolled, but you can still burnish it like that. So let's put a leaf or two on this one. And I think, you know, I've 4 different flowers.